side setting the standard. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Let's take just a second and talk about Lipstick. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup. Regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference of college football you've been waiting to see.
Man, it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position. You hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Logan. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. On the ground, it's Averill. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turn. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Logan. Got his man. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside, it's Averill. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. He put some heat on that one down the middle. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The Nittany Lions go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Out of the gun, the running back has it. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Gonna run it. It's Averill. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Logan. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure.
Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top 5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff position.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one. And maybe
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Hang on, Sloopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Working the middle. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Nittany Lions come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Complete in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Nittany Lions, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Going for the goal line. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forced 2nd down and goal.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Logan. Looking for the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State. And it feels good to land that. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Makes the grab. It's Averill. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly. But
Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to...
Might have a chance. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. He fires one deep over the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Logan. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Nittany Lions go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Oh, he makes the catch. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Bringing the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella, that superstar, woof, that would be a fun day.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unleashes one deep. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. Both these teams unbeaten in conference play, and the shape of the race will unfold here in the final moments. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap. Looking to throw, it's Logan. Finds his man, it's Duff. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Both these teams unbeaten in conference play, and the shape of the race will unfold here in the final moments. Makes the grab. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. From the red zone, it's Averill. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentrating.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To throw, it's Logan. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Biggest drive of the game right here as we get close to the end of regulation. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Just beats his man to the football.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They're going back to the ground. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at 1 loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship.